Let's do a 180 from the lowly hentais, all right?
Oh, God.
Okay, so
adult hentai. What is a 180?
What's 180? Video games. All right, so I want to ask
like
your guys. I want to ask your guys' opinion about this new tech coming up for video games. So Stadia, they announced. If you guys don't know what the heck it is, it was announced at E3, and it is going to be a game streaming service. You don't need a console. You just need an okay internet speed, and then you can play games. Now it's going to be 60 frames per second starting, and then they're hopefully going to ramp it up to like 120 frames per second. You can play in 4K resolution, high def resolution support, and the minimum that you need is 10 megabytes for download for 720p, and the highest is around 30 megabytes for 4K, and you can play it pretty much straight out of a Chrome tab. You can play on like laptops, and you're going to have the same experience, right? So it's supposed to come out this year, November. So let's say 4 months from now, right? It's going to be about $10.99 per month, but you can buy a Founders Pack that comes with a Founders Badge, which I don't know what the hell that is. It might be a physical badge. A Buddy Pass, which gives your friend, I think, a month to try it out too. And then you get a Stadia name, which is, I guess, a gamer tag. And so it's going to be launching with about 25 games. They're mostly AAA stuff. Some of the noteworthy ones I wrote down were Borderlands 3, The Division 2, and Wolfenstein Young Blood. Now, I'm bringing this up because there are some concerns that people have about this, and I want to see what your guys' opinions are. So, even though you don't have to buy console, you don't have to spend $300, $400 for Xbox, PS4, Switch, you still have to purchase the $60 AAA games to play, but then you don't have a physical copy if you wanted it. What? You also are most likely going to have less options for indies. Everything that I've seen so far has been mostly AAA, but that's probably just the launch. And one of the hugest concern is you're going to be streaming this 24/7 to play the games. That means that people are going to be running out of data, right? And pretty much Google's fix to all this is simply just saying that, hey, hopefully your IPs will simply increase the cap and give the consumers more to work with. Wow. So yeah, it's who is this audience for? I'm certainly not gonna get it. I might try if they give me a free month, but I'm definitely not gonna freaking pay for this thing. It comes with like a new controller too and stuff, but yeah, I don't want to buy a game if I'm not gonna have it physically. And it's cool that you can play and everything, but you have to have like a really good internet connection for this.
I mean, that's a bad argument. You buy Steam games though, right? Like, play those, like.
But I don't have to stream them.
Yeah, I get. Well, then say that you don't want to stream games. Don't say that you don't want to, like, you don't own the physical, because you buy Steam games. We all do, right? Like, everybody buys Steam games.
That's just one of the arguments.
Yeah, I mean, like, I understand. It's just people making that argument like should clarify that they mean streaming games, then not digital games if they play Steam. It's just, I don't know. It's interesting. Definitely streaming. I think streaming games might be the future. It's just we're not there yet. Have you tried it? I'm assuming not.
Stadia, it's not out yet.
Yeah, but there's been various like places you've been able to try it. So E3 was E3, or like you've been to there was that conference in San Francisco that also you could try it.
I read an article about people trying it.
What's little Shield thing? Isn't that the same thing?
Shield,
where you stream from like your home games, basically.
I wouldn't know.
NVIDIA Shield is just a record. It's like OBS. It's like you can record or stream.
OnLive a couple of years back was the first streaming platform we could stream games. A real problem with OnLive was that it would like stutter at times, and where you would really need the games or you would really need the buffer. And I'm just worried that the same thing is going to happen, particularly because they're touting fighting games as being on this platform, where you need to have every frame on top of things with every frame, and if it hiccups for 1 frame, then the fighting game is ruined.
Yeah, a lot of people might not know exactly what goes into like a streaming service for video games. So people are trying to compare this to say Netflix, but for games. So pretty much once you buy a game and play it, it's streamed from a Google server, which is so far away from you, and there's so many things that can go wrong with your internet, whatever's happening from them. Traffic times, depending on how big it is. So it could just be total crap, or fine for some people. But I don't think this is gonna be big just yet. Maybe in 10 years, but not even close. I think it's probably gonna fail.
I mean, if anybody were to succeed, it probably would be Google, just spending because they have the infrastructure. They have the servers to do this. I guess like they would be the ones to succeed if it would be anybody. But even still, the thing is, a lot of companies are also experimenting with streaming. So, like, Xbox is experimenting with streaming. So is Nintendo. They've been streaming, like, Assassin's Creed games. You stream it on there. Man, I think streaming will be the future. I honestly do believe streaming will be the future. But right now, we're looking at a pipe dream. And the idea that this will work probably is not there. We're probably not ready for that yet.
So probably, I guess right now, if people do want to try it out, the biggest thing will just probably be download speeds and data caps. That's probably the biggest thing to, gatekeep a lot of people out. But yeah, people might get into it soon.
I mean,
we're still waiting for Google Fiber, man. Yeah.
Didn't they say there wasn't going to be a beta? I'm pretty sure they said somewhere. Stadia, you just have to buy it to try.
Maybe like a month. There is going to be a free version, but then there won't be free games. There is like a paid one, but then and you get games rotated out, right? So
I'm just saying, like they said, there wouldn't be like a beta before launch, so you basically have to try it out.
Ooh.
So I mean, that seems like now you're testing now you're just making people test your shit.
True.
And I don't know, that's not a good look.
If you go to their website where you can pre-order it, they have a test your connection thing. I didn't click on it, but I'm assuming they'll let you know, like, hey, your Stadia ready? You ready to pre-order?
So just I guess to follow up, I did stream when they had that Assassin's Creed Odyssey test way back in January, like December. You remember this?
Yeah.
Remember this? Yeah. So I did stream that on my Google Chrome browser, and it worked pretty well, surprisingly enough.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I hiccup once in a while, but for the most part it worked. It made me confident streaming games might be a thing.
Huh. That's interesting.
As long as they can make it flawless, I have no problem. Because the only physical stuff that I get right now is for my collection for PS2. Because my Switch has almost conditioned me to always get everything digital, just because you get a big SD card, you fit everything, you don't have to do anything.
Right.
Collector's editions are cool for the games you really like, but small indie titles and stuff, it's you don't need physical copies. So yeah, as long as they get a wide audience, if they had a Steam library and it worked easy, then it can become big. But for now, it's probably gonna be a really bad launch, but it could work. I can see it.
I was just impressed by the novelty of playing a video game on Google Chrome browser. There's some novelty in it.
And they were playing it from their phone on E3, which is pretty cool. They're playing Doom, or it's pretty cool. It could work, and then Ben could play Vindictus.
Man, I don't know about all that.
We could all play Phantasy Star. Dude, if they get Phantasy Star on there,
boy.
that'd be sick.
That would be pretty sick. I think my only issue with it is that we have to rely on the internet, and with all the new legislature and this shit going on with the internet, where's that gonna fit? Am I gonna get data capped? What if
data cap?
I don't have a good I don't know, fucking internet.
It's gonna be niche until majority people get good internet.
Right.
And it's gonna suck once you freaking like you said, the internet goes out. What are you gonna do?
Where are my games? What am I gonna do?
Where are my games? Can't stream.
Nice little novelty to owning a physical copy, and the difference between owning a physical, digital, and streaming is in digital. At least there are games I could play when I don't have internet. Boot that up for my PC, no problem.
Ooh. Oh, speaking of physical copies, I want to let you guys know, picked up 5 more PS2 games on eBay. $20 for 5 games. I got Final Fantasy X. I mean, I got it as a lot, so I have some of these. So I'm just gonna resell the individuals for more to fill back in. So I got Final Fantasy X, X2, And I got Final Fantasy 11 or which is the one with Vash? That's 11, right?
It's 9, no?
No, I think that's 12, isn't
12? Like Vash? His name's
11
Vash?
was
Vaughn?
11 was MMO, right?
No, yeah, not the MMO. The one with the bunny girl.
Yeah, it's 12.
I think
That's 12.
And then I
Yeah,
got
I think
Wild Arms. So yeah, Wild Arms
Damn,
3.
right.
Wild Arms.
Yeah, for $20, I was like, cool. I can resell like the ones I have, and then there you go.
Nice.
Great stuff. I'll be eBaying every day for some good stuff. Dude, I'm trying to get in the Super Nintendo. That's expensive, man. Oh god.
Dude, hell yeah.
Like games are like $10 to $30 for one of them. I'm like,
Yeah.
can't do it. Streaming is the future.
Did you fucking remember when they re-released Earthworm Jim or something for the Super Nintendo?
They released a physical red cartridge. It was
and
way
it
too
would
expensive.
Blow up your Super Nintendo or something.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, it would catch fire because like it was too. I don't know.
Too
It would take too
powerful.
much of a toll, and it would like overload the AC or something.
That
I don't know
sounds
what happened,
terrible.
but people were complaining about it.
Dude, I was thinking of getting it. And I saw the price.
Yeah,
I think it was around 200. I don't
it was a
remember.
lot.
It was too much. Dumb.
I do appreciate that. There's like this website I really like. I think it's 8-bit gaming or something, or 8-bit something. Anyway, they do like releases of like the soundtracks and stuff on vinyl, and then you could get like a hard copy for a lot
Did
of
you get any of
games.
those vinyls?
I was gonna get the what the fuck was I gonna get? They had the Last Guardian, Ico, and like Shadow of the Colossus. All those,
Wow.
they sold out. And I've always liked their soundtracks. The only thing I picked up from there so far is like a collector's edition of Hyper Light Drifter. Came
See.
with like an art book and then a CD for the soundtrack. It was pretty legit. And I
Wonderful.
like when they do the reverse, where like, hey, this digital game did really well, and it was on releases digital. Let's like make a physical copy of it.
Limited run games.
Yeah, that's a website too. No,
Yeah. They do
they
stuff.
actually recently came out with the Transistor, which I really like, and I'm waiting for them. Hopefully, they'll restock the collector's edition because that one comes with like an art book and also a soundtrack. And
Oh.
Darren Korb makes a sweet ass soundtrack, my boy.
Whoa.